my father wants to give you a gift because of the drawing you made for my house. And I was like, oh, no, you don't have to do that. Your dad doesn't have to, like, come give me a gift. You know, I liked doing it. And he was like, no, you don't have an option. He's outside. And so outside I went with him. Came outside the doors of the school building, and there was a Lamborghini, like a full-on souped-up sports car worth, like, a large bag. And this giant Russian dude comes out of this car holding an orchid, like a single orchid in a pot. And he holds it out to me, and I take it. And he says, thank you for drawing that for my son. It's very nice of you. And I was like, okay. Cool, thank you. And I took the orchid and I brought it home, and it promptly died. And after that, I stopped hanging out with him. You just moved from another country and you got a Lamborghini? Oh, no. That screams family ties in a way I do not want to be tied up in. And hey, I probably won't be drawing Euro, see, but every month on my Patreon, I do a character card. I got a sticker tier, print tier, combo tier, and if you want to support the channel, go in a way I do not want to be tied up in. And hey, I probably won't be drawing Euro, see, but
Good evening, everybody. I'm DepthsWalker, and today I'm reviewing some AI music videos. Pardon me, frog in my throat. Yeah, and as usual, I'm going to start off with a little bit of self-promotion with one of my own songs. This is a slightly older one now. This is Power Corrupt. I hope you will enjoy. I've got to set that up. Air on you.
Some people say, but access to power seems to hold sway. Seeking the knowledge for noble intent doesn't protect you from a bad descent. Yeah.
Every crown weighs 1,000 dead names. Every oath carried rust in the flames. You learn to lock doors even inside your chest. Trust becomes poison when loyalty's stressed. But if no one is worthy, the rot never dies. The cycle keeps turning on infinite lies. So I plead for the gamble. I'll shatter the cage. Better to fall can still burn out the blight.
Okay. And that was Power Corrupts. Music video that was the first in my lore series, where the song was about one thing and then the video went completely somewhere else. But yeah, I like the song. Video, I could think of a dozen things I could do better. But it is what it is. Yeah. Okay. We've got not too big a list today. I think these are slightly longer songs than usual. A lot more in the 5-minute range than what we normally get through. Now, first off, I thought I had added this one to the last list. Is Silence and Noise, Okno. But I found out that it's on the Depthswalker playlist for Watch Later rather than the Depthswalker AI videos Watch Later playlist. So obviously, when going across, it decided to switch accounts on me before I saved it. Yeah. So, this is Silence and Noise by Occultus Notitia. And already, it's looking crisp and clean. Let's see what he's got for us. Let's make sure the settings are good.
It's all so interesting while this is going on. Coming to a place just to make a song, shut away from the real, to escape the fake. A place not understood, but you'll still settle in place. I have found, though, that in this place, that the silence that I keep lets me fall.
I think this is Okno doing more of a technical tryout thing for the combat and so on. The reason I'm saying that is because Okno's usually very good about getting crisp connections on the shifting, and he would not have missed out on the opportunity to get that beat drop on the sword connection. So it's like when they're walking towards each other.
That the silence
Boom! That's where the first sword connect would have been.
that I keep lets me focus on what's deep, and the pain like cuts away, slightly lessens that
Close.
There is a heavy weight that I can never
waiting for that beat drop there would have been when I'd make this connection between the beam and the head.
I used to yell, and when I go back to that quiet corner space, I tend to forget of that pain I had that day. That the silence that I keep lets me focus on what's deep. And the pain that cuts away slightly lessens
That's good timing. Yeah, it's very technically beautiful. But I think this is more about getting the fight sequencing done than it was to making a music video. It's a very nicely paced fight. The fight connects well. I don't see any of the wild swinging that you get a lot with fight animations. About the worst thing is the unfortunate thing is he ran into the gore filter. There, where he's only just barely piercing here. But then when you catch to the pulling out the sword, he's obviously genned it, and he's had to have it that the sword's gone past him. Because obviously he wanted to do the full impale fight back. Depending on what engine he used to make this, because I don't think he uses Grok anymore. I think he's got a local gen now. I know how to get past Grok's gore filter, especially if you got relatively non-human, stage fight impaling. But he uses it so short it's barely visible. But I've been watching these videos and I'm focusing on timing, so I'm catching these things a lot easier. I mean, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 frames of a very high frame rate video. Same number of frames as that movement. Boom. So that little facial expression change, the length of time they had that sword visible the way it was. Yeah, this was a nice song which reminded me more of Skybrows than it does of Okno in terms of style. Although I do think Okno's done a few songs in this sort of style before. But something about the tone of it reminds me of Caroline Overdrive, maybe? Yeah. With a slightly ethereal voice style. But yeah, I do think this could have been done in a way to edit it to match the phrasing of the music, but you would have suffered in terms of the flow of the fight. And I think this was more about getting the fight scene done than it was making it a music video. Make sure the fight actually looks reasonably good. I mean, you've seen some of my fight scene things. You just got flailing axes all over the place. I don't think I see a single sword stroke that passes through somebody without actually hitting them, which is very good. Or there is a lot of the typical stage fight stuff of swords colliding in weird ways just to make sure they don't hit each other, if you know what I mean. But that's just the way those sort of fights are in cinematography. Very nicely done. Very, very nicely done. Go give the original some love. In terms of the story of the thing, I think it's quite clever. It's like got the double bluff almost. You left off first off thinking, oh, this represents Okno because it's obviously the white, and then it's got the laurels. Then you've got the reveal of the black armor, taking off his helmet, and people recognize this as Okno. Or that's got the gold laurel rather than the stone laurel. And then at the end, you got the more standard Okno look. So it is actually him as this one. He's got the stone laurels rather than being gold laurels, and the eyes are flat black rather than being glowing eyes in the middle of the black. Whether it's that deep or he just had like two versions of himself fighting. But yeah. Okay. Next up. Pause. Thank you very much. Oh. That is an annoying feature that they've added in. Psychomachia, overcoming your own urge towards sin. I suppose so. Did you get that from him directly, or is that just you spitballing, Harble? Anyway, Between Work and Grace, Rise from the Ashes, starring Kevox and Caliph by Chaos Master Hawk. This will be one of his other character videos. He tends to do these in relatively low resolution so you can get a good turnover of video, because you'll find if you use AI a lot, the higher the quality of the video, the more often it will actually muck up on you, because the AIs get the more an AI has to draw, i.e. the more dots it has to put on the screen, the more often it'll go off the rails or something. So the higher resolution you get, the more often your videos will suddenly do something weird. So I think he's playing the game of going low resolution and trying to get more reliable videos. Okay. Let's see what this one's like. Sorry, I find it funny the guitar is being read as uh-oh. Yeah, I need to adjust the settings on that because what I see
in the
is
shadows where the silence screams. I was lost in a world of broken dreams. Moments stolen, trust betrayed, but I found my fire. I won't be afraid. Through the pain,
I
learned to fight with every scar. I found my light. No more chains, I'll break the mold. In this heart of mine, a story unfolds. I'm rising up, can't hold me down. With every step I reclaim my...
That just looks weird. Something about the way that face rendered. I think the nose is flat and wide compared to how Kivox has got the anime nose. It's like he's been punched in the face. It's just an unfortunate thing. Yeah, it's the moustache. There's no moustache. The upper lip vanished. That's what it is. Yeah. I was going to say, before that distracted me.
story unfolds. I'm rising
I would have tried making the move to him here on that beat, or that, you know, that drop, but
up,
it's minor.
can't hold me down. With every step I reclaim my crown. Empathy's my armor, compassion's my shield. For the lost and broken, my heart is revealed. I'll be the strength when you feel weak, the voice of hope when you can't speak.
See, this looks fine. Nose doesn't look quite as wide because you actually can see the middle of the nose rather than just being the two sides. And he's got the upper part of his beard, the moustache.
From the ashes, I will stand tall. For the ones who've suffered, I'll answer the call. Power in my soul, fire in my veins. Through the darkness, I'll break.
I know it's probably because he ran out of video matching the voice. He went to the non-singing one there. But because that wasn't on a beat and it was in the middle of a phrase, it would have been better if it had done, like, gone to a scene like this with the car coming the other way, and then gone back to him driving without singing. Hey, Vansar. Just that rapid going from him singing mid-phrase to him there, it's a bit jarring. It needs to, if you can interrupt the flow of the voice, it needs to be for something. Not just to be him doing the same thing, but less.
Answer the call. Power in my soul, fire in my veins. Through the darkness, I'll break these chains. I'll be for others what no one was for me.
That's the most casual drifting I've ever seen. If the road's that way and he's heading this way, he's going at about a, I want to say, 36-degree angle that he's skidding along the road at. Either that or it's the weirdest truck in the world.
Together we'll rise, we'll be
AI
truly
struggles with cars
free.
so badly.
Years of silence, but I found my way through the storms. I learned to stay self-control. I'm breaking free. No more shadows, just the real me. With every tear, I build my throne. In this journey, I'm never alone. I'll lift you up. I'll hold your hand.
That was just unfortunate AI, but that was still kind of funny.
I'm never alone, I'll lift you up, I'll hold your hand.
You'll get that.
Together we'll rise, together we'll stand. I'm rising up, can't hold me down. With every step I reclaim my crown. Empathy's my armor, compassion's my shield. For the lost and broken, my heart is revealed. I'll be the strength when you feel weak, the voice of hope when.
Again, he's missing like the heavy beat transitions with the instrumental styles, and it's also yet again a kind of a.
Passion's my shield. For the lost and broken, my heart.
It's the unfortunate thing is he's making these face-to-face transitions in the middle of a phrase.
Is revealed. I'll be the strength when you feel weak, the voice of hope when you can't speak. From the ashes, I will stand tall. For the ones who suffered, I'll answer the call. Power in my soul, fire in my veins. Through the darkness, I'll break these chains. I'll be for others what no one was for me. Together we'll rise, we'll be truly free.
Oh yes, that's how that happens.
Now I see the world through a different lens. With every heartbeat I make amends. Self-discipline, I've learned to grow in the garden of pain. Love will sow. I'll share my story, let the truth be known.
I will say that I've learned how to get Grok to semi-reliably, I say semi because it still mucks around with it, do heterochromia for videos. Now, people have figured out how to get heterochromia on still images, but for video, it has a tendency to revert back to a single color. I found that if you write, let's say, like that, it will make sure that the eye on the left side of the screen will be silver, and then the next eye it encounters will be gold. Now that means you have to pay attention to what direction the character's facing when you're picking it. And most of the time it'll be facing you when it matters. Yes, Cinevere. I've been doing a couple of Cinevere video clips recently, and it still acts funny when it comes into contact with light sources and changes the colour for that. And on one occasion, it just changed the colours randomly in the light, but it's been relatively stable for that.
In the face of darkness, I brightly shone for every child who feels alone. I'll be the light, I'll guide them home. I'm rising up, can't hold me down. With every step I reclaim my crown. Empathy's my armor, compassion's my shield. For the lost and broken, my heart is revealed. I'll be the strength when you feel weak, the voice of hope when you can't speak. From the ashes, I will stand tall. For the ones who've suffered, I'll answer the call.
Her ears look like a weird hair design. Kind of reminds me of Rita Repulsa there. The way the ears
I will stand tall for the ones who
turn into hair horns.
suffered. I'll answer the call. Power in my soul, fire in my veins. Through the darkness, I'll break these chains. I'll be for others what no one was for me. Together we'll rise, we'll be truly free.
Doing Keyvox in an animated video. This isn't actually a Keyvox video. This is Chaos Master Hawk, or at Samurai Chaos, I believe. But yeah, starring Keyvox and Caliph.
I'm rising up, can't hold me down. With every step I reclaim my crown. Empathy's my armor, compassion's my shield. For the lost and broken, my heart is revealed. I'll be the strength when you feel weak, the voice of hope when you can't speak. From the ashes, I will stand tall. For the ones who suffered, I'll answer the call. Power.
See, like that, cutting to something like the gloves on the thing and then going back to an image of him standing there not singing is a better way of doing it, rather than going from a singing face to a not singing face suddenly.
In my soul, fire in my veins. Through the darkness, I'll break these chains.
Now, going from not singing to singing is different, because it's going from a low action to high action. It's the other way around that starts to muck with the brain a bit.
I'll be for others what no one was for me. Together we'll rise, we'll be truly free.
Yeah, Gens are pretty solid here. Obviously, with those few I pointed out, which is being a bit harsh, really. But I think the editing here was mostly done around the voice acting, the voice lip syncing scenes, where the lip syncing is pretty good for where it is actually being used, matching up very nicely. I would have probably skipped this one, just because that just that's a bit freaky, this one. But yeah, when he's got these scenes here where he runs out the lip syncing matching, that cut being in mid phrase, I would have sacrificed a little bit of the lip syncing so it's actually the end of the previous phrase and cut to something else before cutting back to him driving without singing, so it doesn't feel quite so abrupt and unnatural, because he's still mid phrase of what he was saying when the edit happens. Other than that, where it happens a couple of times with that kind of cut. I think it's pretty solid. It's a good song as well. Very much feels like Keyvox. Let's have a check. Okay, just put it in the video. Make sure it wasn't actually a Keyvox song that he put it to. I don't catch every single one of Keyvox's songs. Alright. Go give the original some love. Alright, now this is apparently a looped animation with visualizer for a Bad Guy Boom Bap remix by Lily Fernwild. This should be interesting. That's all good. Audio's good. Let's see what she's got for us.
You might be the bad guy. Did you ever think of that? You might be the bad guy. Better check your heart. Yeah. You might be the bad guy. You might be the bad guy. Yeah. You think you righteous, huh? Night in the nightlight. Red team, blue team, same routine, saving souls with every like swipe. Post the halo, watch it glow, but the shadows stay glued to your side. Whitewash tune with a filter bloom, smile for the feet, keep the rot inside. More reflects on the timeline, pure expression to the moment you trip. Cross you once in the venom spit, sink to snake in the
this is remix, so there might be an original version that they would video for,
like heaven, put the mic in your hand. Meanwhile, the group chat sound like war crimes, no break, no plan. You don't debate, you just erase, block and brand it, justice done. Never once asked the glass if the good guy in the frame is the one. The picture perfect, lens selected, halo locked and bright, but the mirror don't blink when the lights go quiet at night. You might be the bad guy. Did you ever think of that?
I don't think it's her entering her villain phase. It sounds more like she's annoyed at the group splitting up and pointing at each other and calling the other side the bad guy and not paying attention to their own mistakes that they're making on their own side. And it keeps happening. Honestly, it's not even like necessarily the initial pointing fault. It's some of the bandwagoning that happens. That's the bad side of it. I won't get into it, but you know where I'm getting at.
You might be the bad guy. Better check your heart. Yeah. You might be the bad guy. One side, chanting blood in the comments, punching Nazi, trending wild. Cheer when the trigger click, laugh
But this is more about the left and right rather than more
revolution with the
present.
Gucci bag on the arm, talk, tear it down while the soft life keep 'em warm. Rage for the camera, radical on the feed, then dip back to comfort, never bleed for the creed of the side, sunk in the rabbit hole. Every stranger got a plot, blame the puppet string, spin the web, they on the whole lot. But when it's time to move, they freeze, scared to take the hit. Soft spine, soft voice, just hoping the other side still likes them. A bit afraid of the cost, addicted to the night, keep the peace at any price. Watch the line get crossed and still refuse to fight. One side's hunger for power, dressed up as justice and flame. Other side's quiet surrender, too weak to even claim a name. You might be the bad guy. Did you ever think of that? You might be the bad guy. Better check your heart. You might be the bad guy. I faced the dark a long time back. Stared the monster down, let the truth attack. Everybody got to bleed this out. It's plain as day. Why you still hiding behind the screen like it's safe to stay? We all whitewashed tombs with the dirt still deep. Pretty surface dead, heart means streaked underneath. I already hit my knees, pride cracked, hands open wide. Now I'm begging you to drop the act and look inside. Used to do the same song, same self-righteous tone. Thought my team was pure gold, rest of the world just clone. I stood the quiet hit and the pride got exposed. All that high ground turned to ash when the real got close. No trap can save a heart that's still corrupt. No hashtag holy enough to scrub them up. So I talk to the mirror first before I aim at you. If I can't own my dirt, then the bars ain't true. You might be the bad guy. Did you ever think of that?
lyric you can tell it's more left-right than the internal struggles you have.
Jesus, save me from myself. You might be the bad guy. Jesus can save you from yourself. You might be the bad guy. You might be the bad guy. Jesus can save you from yourself.
Yeah. I think doing it like this, where there's more generic than specific, works better. It makes it more longevity. It's like think of some of the songs that are very much of their time. We Didn't Start the Fire. It's a really catchy tune, but every time somebody sings it, nowadays, most of the people who sing it don't even know any of the events referenced in that song. You know, it feels very lost, whereas this one is more generic. There is some specificity, but it's kind of vague specificity, meaning it can apply to a wider range of things. Yeah. All right. It's very nicely done. Good flow of song. Lyrics have got meaning, as usual with Lee songs. And the loop was clean. There were some effects on the video as well, but that's mostly to hide the loop rather than matching the beat. I think the lyrics should have been slightly smaller, so they didn't quite fill up as much as they did when some of the heavier lyrics came in. But other than that, very, very nicely done, very clear. Go give the original some love. Okay, here we have The Static Found a Name by Noriko. Let's put it 1080.
Three strangers walked beneath one dying sky. None of them were certain.
Here as goes along.
Noriko walked with the streetlights bled, with crimson silence around her head, a broken guitar beneath her arm, a quiet smile that promised harm. She found an old underground stage, rotten curtains and empty cage. She struck one chord into the night, and something in the dark replied. Behind the walls, below the floor, 1,000 rhythms began to roar. Vans arose from a rusted gate, 6 restless limbs keeping perfect time with fate. Each tentacle carried a splintered stick. The beat grew violent, strange and quick. Noriko stared, then smiled
Those
and
time
said,
cuts for
"You're
the
completely
motion comic
absurd."
style.
So is your song.
One played anger.
The effect's okay, but I think we need to make sure there's at least some point where it stops for a moment of clarity. I do it for this, but with clarity of the effect.
Just two lost monsters forming a band. Raise the noise, let silence fall. We were never meant to belong at all. From the basement through the flame, the static almost found a name. Then a white blue light split through the roof. Too
There we
bright,
go.
too clean, too close to truth. Middler descended on fractured wings, carrying a guitar crowned with strings. He looked at the ruin, the dust and smoke, at Vansar's drums and the strings Noriko broke.
This music lacks celestial.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. A little bit too much blur.
Then
It needs to at least a few moments to get clarity.
drum shook loose every bolt in the bar. Noriko's voice cut sharp and clear, turning every doubt into something to fear. The angel brought light, the monster brought sound. The girl in crimson pulled both underground. 3 different worlds, one final chord, a beautiful error they couldn't ignore.
You say that, but there is actually VHS effect where you can actually have a full, sort of like a VHS effect going on. So it's a good song. I do think, like the God of Myth said, the effect is a little heavy. It even needs a few more breaks in the effect, or the effect to be slower, I think. But other than that, it's really solidly done.
No contract signed, no grand prophecy had brought them in line. Just one room, one broken stage, and 3 strange souls with too much rage. Strike the strings and wake the dead. Let the rhythm paint the heavens red. Tentacles crash and halos burn.
Actually, now there it looks weird, because it's only affecting over here and it's not affecting over here. If the effect was played over both half, as like it's the entire thing, it'd make it unified together. Now it's just making it more obvious they're 2 separate images.
Some mistakes you never return. Raise the noise, let silence fall. We were never meant to be alone at all. From the basement through the flame, tonight the static found a name.
I'll make the earth remember,
I'll sing.
and I shall make the heavens listen. Then let's ruin both.
Noriko, Landstar, Midler. 3 voices, 1 disaster. Strike the strings and wake the dead. Black and white beneath the sky of red.
See, now here, where it stops, is the most clear. A little bit more of this would make it a lot easier on the eye.
Angel, monster, crimson queen, the strangest band the world had ever seen. Raise the noise, destroy the calm, turn every scar into a battle song. No fate, no gods, no one to blame. They built a world and gave it a name. From rusted drums to heavenly fire, every broken note climbs higher and higher. They came as strangers through the rain. They left together as a band without a chain. 3 strangers walked beneath one dying sky and taught the silence how to scream. Seriously.
Yeah, very, very nicely put together. As I said before, this is like what I'd call almost a stop motion comic. Well, I say it's more like flickering images, stop motion comics. Stop motion comics, you often get a few scenes where it does animate slightly. This is more image. 5 a.m. song after 3 Kohi and 10 Oreos. But yeah, I think either more breaks in the distortion or slow the distortion down a little bit so it's a little bit clearer. I mean, I've got a huge screen, so it's not too much of an issue for me, but I can already tell from my second screen where I've got my OBS monitor that anyone on a screen or on a phone trying to watch this video, they're going to have a hell of a time. I do like the way he did the lyrics, especially like with the build up with decoding and then specific colors for the different voices. But yeah, it's more like a getting some of that unification going on in some of the bits. Because there was a bit near the end where they, I said near the end, in later half. It's here. Where he's getting distorted, but this side isn't, which doesn't make it feel unified. It makes it feel like they're completely separated.
Tentacles crash and halos burn. There are some mistakes you never return.
Anyway, go give this one some love. I do like seeing the different styles, although full videos will always be my favourite. There's more for me to pick apart. Okay, as we move on to the next one. Of course, thank you very much. Subtitles, closed captions unavailable. Interesting. Hopefully he's got his usual built-in ones. You've got Exile King Broly with 2 Slow Dumbledore. His 3rd Harry Potter story arc one. I believe he's like a shape-shifting alien, so he changes bits and parts as things go on. Mad Hat, are you here? You got something against you at the moment? Because I still like to think of that, but no, I think it's meant to be a wizard hat he's crushing.
You sit in your tower, watching the world burn, while the snake still breathes, and the children learn fear.
He's got better transitions, and I do like the generations, but he's doing a lot more of the mid-phrase transitions he tended to avoid before. Partly I think it's because he's got like a story going on with the procession of the images, and he wants to get all the images in at the right timing for them to be there. But yeah, it feels a little bit off. That was a good transfer, but had that freezing issue we had before.
You hide behind riddles, you hide behind age. You move like a shadow while I burn with rage. I drag the timeline, I rip the past apart, and you still hesitate with that same old heart.
To be fair, this is a little bit of a power fantasy rewriting fan fiction sort of thing. You know, the kind of things like, I've got knowledge from outside the books, therefore I can make things better. But I do, from what I've read of Harry Potter, if anyone had the abilities they had in that setting, there are so many people who could have seen what was going to happen and stopped it. Yeah.
Prophecies, you talk of the greater plan, but I watched the mother die because you stayed your head. You're too slow, Dumbledore, too fucking slow. While Voldemort grows stronger, you sit and let it go. You're too soft, too careful, too afraid of the cost. I could have ended him already, but you still play the boss. Move faster, strike harder, stop waiting for signs. I didn't come this far.
The previous song in this was them saving Harry's parents from the attacks. So, you know, it's very much a rewriting the books kind of feel going on here, which is fair. There's many stories I've looked at and gone, that is not how that would work, especially film translations of books. But even then, you look at the book sometimes, and you're like going, oh my God, even the book doesn't get it.
You waste time, kill the snake, end the war. I step the fuck aside.
The fact it says Harry Potter directly there tells me this is probably taken from a photo of one of the not sets, what do you call it, like a Disneyland thing, places you can visit that are Harry Potter themed, and then the rest was kind of added in later.
I rewrote fate for a reason. I didn't come back to watch you drag your feet through destiny while the darkness still walks. You're too slow, Dumbledore, too fucking slow. While Voldemort grows stronger, you sit and let it go. You're too soft, too careful, too afraid of the cost. I could have ended him already, but you still play the boss.
Okay, yeah, so I do think he was focusing more on getting his scene gens in than actually matching the beat fully. He does match the beat quite often, but there's more of that mid-phrase transitions. He tries softening them when he does that. But it still feels a little bit off. I think this is more of a fun project than a proper full project for him. Still a good song. I don't know enough about Harry Potter in general, though, for a lot of detailing. Talking about the cat and dog stuff. Go give the original some love. As we go into Parking Lot Peach by Lyrical Absinthe and Sasuma Tsukiyami in collaboration. It's not tagged in there, but it's tagged there. Interesting. Let's get the settings up. And let's see how this go.
Are you lost, sweet boy? I showed up late with a paper bag, 2 bruised peaches and expired tags. I said, pick one, then you laughed at me. Sticky juice on my razor teeth. Now your hands are shaking over something small. A little summer trouble, are you sure that's all? Parking lot peach, sweet on your tongue. Parking lot peach, I took your innocence for fun. Take one bite and you lose your mind. Parking lot peach, I'll stay on your mind. The clerk looked up, I paid and change. I saw you grin like that was strange. 1 red light, 2 paper cups. I passed you half and you drank it up. Now your hands are shaking over something small. A little summer trouble, are you sure that's all? Parking lot peach,
Much time on the edits.
sweet on your tongue. Parking lot peach, I took your innocence for fun. Just one bite and you lose your mind. Parking lot peach, I'll stay on your mind. Half a fruit, an idea in your head. Still, you'll remember every word I said. Juice on your wrist, moonlight in my hair. 1 careless moment, and I was there. Parking lot peach, sweet on your tongue. Parking lot peach, I take your innocence for fun. 1 more bite and you surrender your mind. Parking lot peach, I'm rent free in your mind. Parking lot peach, don't fade this time.
Okay. Very good editing to the music. Very few generation errors. It's like almost none that are worth saying anything about. Normally I'd say some of these transitions need to be softened, but I think the sharpness of the actual rhythm makes the sharp cuts make more sense, and They're even used to good effect to do, see, was it here?
Little summer trouble, are you sure that's all? I cannot be.
To really add to the effect. And even then, it is actually a semi-soft cut, because it's... They fade in, fade out, but it doesn't flicker enough to really break you away from how sharp and disturbing it's meant to be. And I do like how the sound of like the music revving up. Let's see, where is it? It happens a couple of times. I just want one particular one. There. It sounds both like a revving engine, but it's also got a certain sound positioning. It's a horror rhythm. Go show the original some love. This was very, very well put together. A lot of time and effort went into this, I can tell you that much. Okay. All right. Now, here we've got one by Noira Devil, one tap machine. Usually does high quality, semi-realistic style. My one real complaint is they tend to do very much, here's my character in the middle of the screen singing at the camera, but here's my character looking at the screen singing at the camera. Now, the previous one they actually did do a nice scene setting and lots of cutaways. And I'm not even saying like just having a character sing at the screen is bad. I mean, the Keyvox one earlier by Chaos Master was pretty good. And it's mostly him singing at camera. But it cuts away to other scenes to set the scene for the actual song. Let's see how they do it this time.
One tap. That's all I need. One tap. They rush B. I hold the angle. Crosshair place. Don't move. Don't breathe. First head pops out. Click. Second head pops out. Click. Third. They never even heard me reload.
It's doing more of the same, but at least this time it's doing it more interestingly by doing like the spins and actually doing linked scenes where they got the same pose in different locations, or here where she's not actually the focus, she's in the background of the gun shooting.
One tap machine, no spray, no panic. One tap machine, one bullet, one body. Every time, one tap, click and they drop. One tap, nobody can stop. One tap, tickle in my head. One tap, we never had a chance. One tap machine, click, 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 drop. Click, 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 click. One tap machine, click, 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 drop. Click, 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 click.
It is, however, lip syncing her to the effects in the
Click, drop, click, click, drop. Click, drop, click, click, drop. GG, they're egoing, I'm deagling. They think they can rush me. 5 at once. Round start. Ace, 6 seconds. Nobody spoke. One
Yeah. Most of the edits are actually quite solidly on the beat and time with music. But as I said, it's very much her, which is fine. Especially for the more rap sort of stylized ones. For this one, felt like she needed to be fighting someone, I think. But the quality is pretty solid on the AI. She's still lacking a bit of emotion when doing the close up on the faces a lot of the time. Sometimes there is emotion, but it's not always there. I mean, like if we
Drop, click, click, drop. Click, drop, click, click, drop. GG, they're egoing, I'm giggling. They think they can rush me. 5 at once. Round start.
see when it's just a motion of her going in, it feels more emotion. But when she's singing, it's a bit. That's what I mean. You can get better AI results by focusing on one character, because obviously the more you put in there, the more the AI's got a chance to muck up. But this needed like cutaway moments, like a flash away to where she's when she's not doing the gun stuff here. Rather than going through the gun to her, it should be like focus on the gun, bullet fire, and then you get like a small cutaway
Machine, one bullet, one
of people being shot to sort of show an effect.
body. Every time.
Instead, you got like this weird close up where the jaw doesn't move quite right, and her eyes have no life in them whatsoever.
One body. Every time. One tap. Click and they drop. One tap. Nobody can stop. One tap. Tickle in my head. One tap. We never had a chance. One tap.
Gotta give the original some love. Yes, exactly. It's lip syncing a still image almost. I don't think it actually is, but it feels like it. Let's go back to that for a second.
Machine, one bullet, one body. Every time.
There is some motion, but there's not a lot. There probably is a still image. Yes, very uncanny. And as I said, you can get away with that sort of thing more the less realistic you go. But she's going for this very realistic style. I'd say probably like one step below true realism in terms of the way most of her style is. She dips a little bit lower every now and again. We get almost like a CG realism.
One tap machine.
But the majority is that close to real. That's what I mean, yes. It's a little bit too self-directed. Alright. I'm going to take this moment to refill my water. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. And then we'll continue from there. I'll be right back. Sorry. All right. As you come back from the break, I'll play one of my songs. This is my latest release. I am Depthswalker. Went from one self-promoting song to another. See if you enjoy.
From the scrolls of forgotten lore, a mage lost in his own grief, cursed in crimson flame, he walks the depths, and he will not kneel. Not Born of ink and arcane fire, a scholar lost in endless nights. Pages turned to chains of fate, ambition swallowed by the light. Love's curse, a shattered future, rage ignited in his veins. Power to change desire, grown poor choices make fate stain. Echo form, the cat unbound, fur and fury, scars remain. Shunned by kingdoms, call the beast, they cast him out with righteous lies. But in the mirror cracked and cold, he sees the monster in their eyes. Anger blinds, the power calls, it twists the noble into thrall. Good intentions pave the hell where hypocrites enthrone themselves. I am Depthswalker, cursed in crimson, claws unsheathed, mage of shadows, cat of wrath. Where the broken learn to breathe, I carry wreckage. Where the scars, redemption earned in blood and flame. Not for your throne, not for your scorn, I rise defiant from the pain. Depthswalker, never on my knees, I'll claw through hell and claim my peace. They police my tone, they chain my soul, demand the beast lay down and die, but tiredness seeps into my bones. Still I fight, I will not cry. Power corrupts the purest, target powers needed to mend the rift. Directly in its hidden rage, now hunt the ghosts of sins I lift. Beside vows and stolen futures, hopes that shattered like the gem. What would have been dies in my chest, but I'm not done, I rise again. Guilt is honest, hatred earned, but judgment's crown is stained and burned. I seek amends from those I broke, not the liars in their clothes. I am Depthswalker, cursed in crimson, claws unsheathed, mage of shadows, cat of wrath. Where the broken learn to breathe, I carry wreckage. Where the scars, redemption earned in blood and flame. Not for your throne, not for your scorn, I rise defiant from the pain. Depthswalker, never on my knees, I'll claw through hell and claim my peace. In the storm, I seek absolution, not from them, but from the ones I harmed. I let the anger blind me once, no exemption, no false dawn. On the wreckage, carry the weight, hypocrites fall, I define my fate. Rage and burning in my chest, power corrupt, but I'll bend it to my quest. Fighting not to fall, not done yet. Redemption's price, I'll pay the debt. I am Depthswalker, cursed and grounded, aimless fight. Nickel mage, the depths incarnate, turning darkness into light. Scars are armor, rage a blade. I walk alone, but never lost. From broken dreams to forge redemption, no matter what the cost. Depthswalker.
idiot, what you doing there?
Go away. I'm gathering aura right now, Glitch.
Oh, dumb.
Yeah, so that is I Am DepthsWalker, my latest edition. Sorry, I've seemed to develop a big heavy frog in my throat today.
Yeah, they print the...
Okay. Next up, we have Nobody Talks About It Until Somebody Does by Diabolical. He's usually playing around with some visualizers. Let's see what he's got for us this time.
Yeah, they print the paper, bury the bodies, smile for the camera. I spit the facts, they filter out, body the grammar. They print the paper, bury the body, smile for the camera. I spit the facts, they filter out, body the grammar. Yeah. Corporate hands in the tail while the tip runs red. Government's writing the will of the dead in invisible ink. They call it progress when the progress is a body count. News cycle spinning so fast, you never see the pivot. Boardrooms toasting while the coastline sinks. They sell the cure, then patent the poison, double the drink. Historical footnotes get redacted in real time. Armenian dust still rising. Holodomor still denied in the fine print. Don't cover a scandal if it fits the narrative arc. But mass graves stay quiet when the money's in the dark. 3 times locked, the interest they charge is the interest they take. Interest in power, interest on a loan, interest that breaks. The ones who refuse to kneel get labeled the threat, while the real threat signs the deals and forgets the debt. Nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about it. They bury the truth under trending topics and profits. Yeah, nobody talks about it. The cameras look away when the tragedy doesn't fit the script. They get paid to play. Governmental overreach dressed up a safety net. They expand the net until you're the only catch left. Surveillance state smiling with a friendly face, tracking every step while they claim it's for the greater space. Historical ghosts keep knocking on the door. They rewrite the book so the dead can't settle the score. Colonial legends still bleeding in the margins. They teach the version that keeps the empire's heart beating. Media cults pick a side and call it journalism. Truth becomes treason when it threatens the algorithm. I stack the bars like bodies they never counted. Every syllable a bullet, they can't keep discounted. Triple play again, the coverage they give is the coverage they sell. Cover the story, cover the cause, cover it well. Nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about it. They bury the truth under trending topics and profit. Yeah, nobody talks about it. The cameras look away when the tragedy doesn't fit the script. They get paid to play.
Yeah, and he even solved the problem he had with the last one, where he was pulsing the entire image, which was distracting because with the word or the title being at the bottom, they kept going off the screen with the heavier beats, which is a minor flaw, but it is kind of distracting to have words vanishing and reappearing. Your brain latches onto them, draws your eyes to it. Be trained all your life to follow words. So instead, he's pulsing the effects. So like you got the visualizer, which is a general visualizer. It's not doing the beat, bass, or the strings or the voice. It's doing all of it as like a general overall musical visualizer. Well, the pulse is being done to the bass beat, and I think the swishes, there's like a air effect style going through. I think that's based off the strings, and the dust is off the bass beat as well, but on a more softer note of it.
Yeah, well, rap got energy, no God in the room when the deals get signed. Just men in suits calculating who gets left behind. I spit technical fire while the empire pretends it's progressive. Same old machine with a new coat of paint, still oppressive. No platform, the outrage that keeps the ad revenue high. But the quiet massacres never trend, they just multiply. I reference the berry so the berry can breathe for a second. Every bar a headstone, they try to keep second guess. Catchy bounce underneath, but the content stays lethal. Hard rap with the groove, so unite while the truth gets sequential. They pay the press to look the other way. I'm the press that doesn't get paid to obey. Nobody talks about it until somebody does.
Yeah, very nicely done. As I said, he's been playing around with the visualizer stuff, and he's getting some interesting effects out of it. Yes, I think with this framing, if instead of having Nobody Talks About It as like the title cover, he left that as a blank space where he could have the lyrics come in more directly of his own rather than relying on the auto-generated subtitles I use here. I do bug him about actually entering his own lyrics. I do think it's extra important, especially if you're doing rap. The lyrics are in real rap, not the commercial stuff you get out there nowadays. The lyrics are meant to be about something, not just hookers and blow and all that sort of stuff. It's meant to mean something about the society life, and that's what Diabolical does. He does. I mean, this quite literally is about people talking about stuff that nobody talks about. So he really should make sure his message is clear. But yeah, still, good solid song as always, Diabolical, and nice work on the effects. If anybody wants to try something similar, I say hunt him down and ask him how to do it. I still haven't got around to trying out the visualizer stuff myself properly because browser issues. Gotta give the original some love. Yes, it's usually about rate of how things are said, which is where rap suffers greatly from it because proper rap anyway, where it's not just I'm saying these words and they seem to rhyme, blah 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 blah. Well, some kind of beat's going on. When you're actually rapping, you're half singing the song, so it changes the lilt and tone of the words, which can change how the auto generator responds to your voice. Pardon me. Have to get some lozenges. It's like the air just suddenly went super dry. Which is worrying because there's a river at the end of my garden, so but to get that dry, something weird's happened. Oh yeah, especially like with Screamer or roaring voice, where it's like slightly rumble the tone. That can really confuse it. I really shouldn't have done that when my throat's already clogged up. Anyway, this is A Gleeman's Tale by Gleeman himself, I believe. Make sure I'm not making an assumption that it's by Gleeman. This was recommended for me to react to. Oh, pardon me a second. Okay. This seems to be still frame with effects over the top, from what I can see. Let's see what he's got for us.
A Gleeman's Tale. Come gather close, where the firelight glows, where the wandering woodwind plays. Set down your load from the field and the road.
I do like that, but it's not on the screen long enough. And if it is going to do that, it needs to burn from top to bottom so you can still get a chance to follow the lyrics.
Come borrow a tale this day. I've walked where the warm southern sea winds roam, where the white gulls laugh o'er the foam. I've traded a song for a fisherman's bread, now I'll trade one here at your home. Now lean in close. Have I told you the tale of a fellow who wagered with time?
Also, because it's on white paper, I'd have tried to tell it to do yellowed paper. We're getting kind of flashbanged by it a little bit. Admittedly, my room's a bit dark at the moment because I didn't turn the lights on. It's gone dark outside. But yeah.
A clever old soul from the southeastern isles, whose hands could persuade flesh rewind. Back upward through youth, undo every scar, unwind every season he'd known. He smiled at the years smiled back, and neither would leave him alone. The first time, only a season, the next, only a month. Soon every week he would sit in the shade, with his thoughts wound tighter than twine. Each breath had a purpose, each heartbeat was counted, each sunrise demanded his mind. His neighbors grew silver, their children grew taller, the orchards bore fruit every spring.
Yeah, the words are out of focus for too long for it to go away so fast. And it's so bright, it is flashbanging me a bit. It's making my eyes tired.
Yet there in his garden, still youthful as dawn, he wrestled an invisible king. Rain found his shoulders, snow found his hair, summer found sweat on his brow. The blossoms would open, the blossoms would fall, he scarcely could notice them now. His roses climbed higher, the weeds claimed the paths, the sparrows grew fearless with song. But every small heartbeat he dared not ignore, for looking away would be wrong. Now tell me, what weighs less, stone or flesh? His fingers were first, they needn't be living. And stone is so easy to keep. His hands became marble, his feet became granite, his body remembered to sleep. His legs joined the mountain, his shoulders grew still, the burden grew lighter somehow. For stone never hungers nor stiffens with age, nor asks to be mended right now.
Yes.
Until all that remained was a heart and a mind inside of a beautiful shell. The seasons kept turning, the years wandered by, the village forgot why he'd stayed.
It also seems to miss certain lines when it does it. I don't know why. Maybe he missed it on the actual production of the... Yes, that's what I'm saying, that they either need to stick around slightly longer, or they need to burn from top to bottom rather than burning from the middle. So that you can, when you're down there and it's burning from the top, you're not losing what's at the bottom.
Children became elders, the elders were names that moss slowly carried away. The heartbeat alone, the mind stood its watch, still holding the years at bay. Until one quiet morning, he looked at the sun and finally gave way.
It might be slightly more bearable if it was a slightly higher resolution. It's only 720. Maybe at 1080 it would be a little bit easier, but it stays blurry for too long for it to burn up so quickly.
Or perhaps he didn't. Should you someday wander those islands southeast, where seabirds circle the sky, look.
Because even though I can read the entire thing, I am rushing to read it rather than reading it at the pace the music is singing it. And you naturally want to read it at the pace it's being sung at.
Through forgotten gardens where ivy climbs stone and offer a courteous hi, you may find a young man with weathered old eyes, still seated where flowers have grown. If he doesn't answer, don't take it to heart, he's probably thinking of home. So laugh while your laughter still dances the air, go love while another loves.
See, it missed out an entire phrase there.
To grow wrinkled together, grow slower is better, let stories grow older with you. For every tale ends, that's why we tell them, that's why every journey is known. Now who's got another? The fire's still warm, and the road still leads us home. A gleeman's tale.
Okay, now that flashbang with the cards aside, the overall image is quite good and it's an entertainer, and the spiraling fire gives the idea of somebody who's doing like the pyrotechnics display. But yeah, the cards go by too fast. Doesn't do every phrase either. It misses some of the lines for some reason. I don't know why exactly. It even needs to come into focus faster or burn from top to bottom so that when you're reading it at the pace, because you want to read it in pace with the song. Obviously, you can read it faster, but you don't want to be speed challenged when especially this is such a relaxed song. It's the wrong kind of mindset to have when dealing with the lyrics. Go give the original some love. But it is an interesting way of doing the subtitles, although with the way it was done there, with the words being front and foremost, they're almost like what's the term? Not subtitle. It's not even title. It's there's a phrase for it. I'll remember when I finish stream, and then I'll kick myself.
You call me fake before you.
Right in there with that. This is Paint Me the Villain by Mythic Tone. Hadn't seen much from him in a while, and then he's like put out 2 in relatively quick time. Yeah, don't want it in 360. We want it in best quality. I don't think I need the subtitles, I think, but let's give this a go.
You call me fake before you know her name. Say I never bled so I don't earn the frame. You see a pop, you never see the years. Been chasing every failure, every doubt, every fear. You shut the door before I cross the floor. Tell me I don't belong anymore. Funny how the gate gets started.
He's using the same edit cuts as he did with the last one. I hope he doesn't get stuck in that, because you do need different kinds of cuts for different scenes. Hopefully it's just because these are a very similar song to the last one.
Every day, when you're scared somebody found another way. I'm not your enemy, I'm just making art. Why do you judge the tool before the heart? You don't know the soul behind the screen. You only hate the things you never see. You paint me the villain before I can speak. Call my voice hollow, call my vision weak. I'm still chasing beauty, same as you, just with different colors breaking through. If art is freedom, let it breathe. Don't decide what I can be. You don't have to love my style, just stop erasing me. Every age found something new to blame. Now it's AI wearing all the shame. You say it's cheating, say it's all pretend. Like every masterpiece begins and ends. I still rewrite until the morning light. Still throw away 100 things that aren't right. The work is different, not the fire inside. Passion doesn't disappear because the tools have changed. Maybe you're afraid, maybe so am I. But fear shouldn't decide who gets to fly. We're all trying to leave something behind. You paint me the villain before.
So yeah, there's a prime example there of the lyrics not matching when you do the auto subs.
I can speak, the kindness suddenly became obsolete. I'm not asking you to change your hands, only understand the canvas keeps growing. The sky stays blue, there's room enough for me and you. If art belongs to everyone, why not me too?
Yeah, so this is obviously a message to the anti-AI artists. We'll call that perspective error, but yeah, it's kind of AI glitch there, I think. But yeah, the art style is very much a new sort of thing that Mythic's been trying out. Have his own little style. And it's a nice representation, keeping people relatively identifiable by using their silhouettes almost. Especially as the entire thing is silhouette. So you got the bloop, and Nines was there as well. You know, that could be multiple people at the moment where it's done. But the lack of glowing green says probably not Mavluck. Darkness, maybe Mad Hatter. There's no cogs or anything. Could just be someone in a top hat. Yeah, cool style for Nines here. Yeah, very, very nicely done. Edits are pretty solid.
I'm not your enemy, I'm just making art. Why do you judge the tool before the heart? You don't know the soul behind the screen. You only...
It's got a reggae rhythm, and it's doing soft edits, soft cuts between, and it's really adding to it. And with the lack of detail in the basic art style, where it's mostly silhouette with some outline and picked out colours, it allows you to really kind of dial in what you want things to be doing. As I've said many times, the less realistic the art style, the easier it is to get what you want done, but the harder it is to keep consistent. Old timey gentleman prefers horses to cars. Fair enough. Nicely picked out there. I do think the photograph example is more correct in its like interpretation of comparison, where it did kind of take jobs directly away from artists. One of the biggest trades artists did was doing portraits, and while it still happens, it's rarer, and it's only the higher quality artists who get picked for it now, rather than being something that you could get done from any artist, and they could charge stupid money for it just because they were there, rather than having to wait months for the better artists to arrive, finishing their previous jobs. Yeah, very good video. Very little to pick out on here. Wish it was longer. Do longer songs. But no, it gets the message across quite clearly. And go give it some love. And if you get in there now, you could be his 100th subscriber. Okay. This is Sword and Shield by Smoky Fox and Salty Witch. And I believe it's a continuation of their ongoing story from what I saw of the cover image, where you got the injured Smoky Fox. Yes, but I think he suffered a little bit from his long break from publishing anything. So he probably lost a few and then started gaining them back. It's simple matter is if you don't upload regularly, you'll lose numbers. At the same time, you can't upload as often as I do without people just getting annoyed with... They're not getting... If I only uploaded songs, I'd have better growth than my combination of songs and reaction videos. But I want my reactions out there because I want people to see when I've spotted something that might help them. Hey, Vespa. All right. Here we have Sword and Shield by Smoky Fox. Let's see what he's got for us this time. See if he's managed to get that bleed on the art style sorted out. Well, it looks sharper.
You don't have to parry it alone. You don't have to carry it alone.
Sorry, I think there might have been a bit of an AI morph there. I just want to check it.
You don't have to carry. You don't have to carry.
That was great. All right, now that had the same issue I was saying before with the Chaos Master Hawk. Chaos Master Hawk? Chaos Master. My brain's suffering at the moment. Where he went from a fight scene, did a cut, and it's the same fight scene. While it doesn't feel like it flowed from the previous moment. If it was a completely different angle, that'd be one thing, but it's the same fight from the same angle, but he's in a different position. It just feels a little bit off.
I see the weight in your eyes tonight, like you've been fighting a war inside. World on your back, no place to hide. But you don't gotta run, don't gotta fight.
Timing of the cuts though, pretty solid.
You hold it in like you made a stone.
Yep.
Carry the pain like it's yours alone. But I'm right here, you're not on your own. Let me be where you fall back home. If the world comes crashing down, I'll be standing on your ground. You don't have to break alone.
That edit was a bit weird, but I think it's more the scene came into an end and needed to move on. The transition was a bit sharp. Needed to be a smoother transition for that.
Not anymore.
Actually, considering the way the fights are going, I think the fights are more likely to be Grok, because there's lots of punches being thrown at midair, whereas Seed Dance tends to be more direct and actually do hits even if you don't want it to. Maybe the grapple scene from earlier might have been in Seed Dance, because that's something that Grok struggles with, the idea of grappling.
Your shield, your guard. I'll be your sword, your shield, your guard.
But how crisp that was almost definitely Seed Dance. You can get that crisp of Grok, especially if you upgraded to the really expensive plan. But as I've said, the more detailed you get in Grok, the more likely it is to muck up your generations.
Every promise that you had to fake, all the pressure that you undertake, let me carry some of that weight. I see the cracks that you try to hide, all the tears that
Now this feels like Voodoo.
you keep inside, but I won't leave, I won't step aside. I'll be strength when yours runs dry. When the dark won't let you be, I'll be everything you need. You don't have to stand alone. Let me fight for you. I'll be your sword, your shield, your guard. Take the pain, I'll take the
weird stutter effect going on with some of the motion. I don't know if he slowed it down and it's not been smoothed, or if he's just had a bad generation with some of these. He's getting a lot of stutter in the actual motion of the video.
You don't have to be unbreakable. You don't have to hold it all. If you fall, I'll catch you every time. I won't let you lose it all. I got you. I got you. I got you. I'll be your sword, I'll be your sword and shield tonight. Stand in the dark, I'll be your light. You don't have to fight alone. I'm your guard, I'm your hope.
This is also telling me more likely to be V-Do than Seed Dance, because the characters are staying on the correct sides. Now, maybe they did a lot of generations with Seed Dance, but Seed Dance has a habit, if you're doing more than 2 characters, of losing track of who's meant to be where, especially if they've got similar characteristics. And with Smoky Fox and Trucker Man, they would be switching places so frequently. Maybe the same going on with Salty Witch and Nasky because of the colour schemes.
You don't have to go alone. You don't have to go alone.
I think that last bit was held a little bit too long on her just sort of standing there. But other than that, it's pretty solid. Although I don't know what's going on with her face there. Mostly it's pretty solid. This is, as always, when it comes to these Smoky Fox, Salty Witch story videos, that's exactly what they are. They're story videos. They're not music videos. They're a story with music attached to it to give you the general tone. And the idea is they're training up ready to face what beat them last time. With Salty Witch getting training from Ofted, and Smoky Fox getting training from Nasky and Trucker Man. It's about them practicing before the next part of their journey. And it does tell that across the thing. It's just, you can think of this as basically, this is a montage. But it's very nicely done. The fight scenes, I did think there was one that looks a little bit weird, but it was just the motion was a bit fluid for what it was. It made it look like it grabbed the wrong arm, but it was just because of how quick it moved. And I'm so used to seeing AI muck up on grapples that I thought it grabbed his left arm and then turned it into his right arm, basically rotating him around the arm. Yeah. But this is very nicely done. Good, give him some love. Let's move on to the next one. Sorry if I'm starting to rush through a little bit, but my throat's acting up in the weather. I want to get these done. All right, this is Mad Hatter and Caliph, Wake Up Kiv. This looks like it's a still frame with oversized lyrics and with a onomatopoeia thrown in. He did this before with another video. Let's see if we've got good. That's 360. That doesn't look like 1080 to me. I wonder if something happened to it. Good image, although his facial hair is a little bit lackluster. Must be after he had a bad accident while trimming his beard and decided to shave it off and let it grow back in. Yeah, that's a problem when you got a lot of characters with like the foxes and that. A lot of people look very similar. I mean, it's not like I've got two other people in the community who look almost exactly the same, even though only one of the two people I look like is a cat. There's also a third one, but I haven't seen him in a while, so I don't know if he's still around. At least I don't look like the DJ too much anymore. DJ updated his design. Oh, right, wake up, Kiv.
You've been hearing it cry for a long, long time. Every time you catch a little light, something drags the floor away. That old voice still knows your name. Whispers, boy, this is your place. Raised on heavy weather, learn to smile with a loaded chest. Still you show up soft for people, even when you're running on less. The setbacks keep receipts, anxiety keeps score. You forget who's still standing right outside your door. Wake up, Kiv, the dark don't get the last word. You got a boy who looks at you like you're the strongest thing he's heard. Careless in your corner, we've been riding right here too. You don't have to earn the morning, it already belongs to you. Chest rattling truth in the static, 808's under your name. You've been the kind one through the wreckage. Now it's time you felt the same. You came to us with the words stuck sideways. Let us hold what you couldn't say. We saw the weight behind the quiet, saw the fight you hide away. You think the pattern's permanent, good times never get to stay. But every time you hit the bottom, you still stand up and ask the day, is it worth it keeping going when the world feels built to break? Yeah, it is, because your people never needed perfect to stay. Wake up, Kiv, the dark don't get the last word. You got a boy who looks at you like you're the strongest thing he's heard. Careless in your corner, we've been riding.
To be fair, he also kind of turned Trucker Man into Highway VT. Yeah.
Right here too. You don't have to earn the morning, it already belongs to you. Chest rattling truth in the static, 808's under your name. You've been the kind one through the wreckage. Now it's time you felt the same. You don't have to outrun the old ghosts, just outlive them one more day. The soul you think is too far gone is still breathing under the weight. Wake up, Kiv, the dark don't get the last word. You got a boy who looks at you like you're the strongest thing he's heard. Callous in your corner, we've been riding right here too. You don't have to earn the morning, it already belongs to you. Chest rattling truth in the static, 808's under your name. You've been the kind one through the wreckage. Now let the light say your name. Wake up.
It's a nice song, basically encouraging Kivox. I do like the fact he's got the lyrics in, as I said to him before, and I've said to all you here today. When you're doing rap, I think it's extra important you make sure your lyrics are available. I usually say just make sure you enter them yourself rather than relying on the auto captions, because the more distorted your voice is in the lyrics, the harder it is for the auto to translate what you're saying. I suffer it a bit with the metal. Rap suffers from it a lot. Sometimes just ballad songs suffer from it when there's like an extended vowel or a call where it sort of like distorts the word. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of the. Come on, there we go. One button here. It makes it feel like we're looking at a phone message a little bit, but I understand it's adding an extra little extra variety and fun to it. It's something added to it, and it's something that I haven't seen anyone else do, so it's a bit unique. Go give the original some love. Move on to the next one. Right, this is Son of the Dead Son with the game Your Execution Begins. And I don't know if he was listening to or watched after the fact my stream. I went to edit one of his songs that he did previously where it had this huge, long, heavy metal title, and I said, it's all well and good to have that long title. You need a shorter title for your like title on your video itself, just to catch the eye a bit more. Because when I went to go and link it and all that in my ready to post, it had changed from that huge long title just to the first few words, make it a lot sharper in title. And it seems to be doing that here. This would be the game Your Execution Begins. It's like a subtitle. He does do a very realistic style, but I think this is more a side project style thing. Looks like it's a computer game.
Welcome to the wasteland.
Yeah, the art style's gone more on the CG side rather than the realistic side, and it does feel like a sort of side-scroller platformer in outlay, or maybe like a Final Fantasy sort of style where, well, let's say Resident Evil actually, where if you like turn the character and go north, you'd get cut, and it'd be a new frame.
Your execution begins. Drag your soul through the ash and the dirt. I am the architect building your hurt. You crawl to my throne like a rat in a cage. Now choke on the venom and drown in my rage. This is my hell. I command every breath. I am the master of torture and death.
The editing feels a little bit rougher than usual, but I think it's because he's trying out something different.
Beg on your knees. There is nowhere to run. I'll bury you under the corpse of the sun. This is my hell. I command every breath.
This is an example. Your breath, your death. The auto subs are not a good way of doing it when you've got such distorted from normal language speaking going on while the singing.
I am the master of torture and death. Beg on your knees. There is nowhere to run. I'll bury you under the corpse of the sun.
Yeah, good fun song. It's always good to see someone try out new things. I think the editing on this is a little bit rougher than what it usually has, but it feels like a computer game. It almost feels like a demo reel for the game. Yeah, it's this is what I would term a technical video rather than a music video or a story video. Similar to Okno's one, where Okno's was actually more of a technical demo with a story frame. This is a technical demo with a musical frame. Okno's would be motion quality story song. This one is video quality song motion. Yeah, different order of priority. Did I grab the... Go give the original some love. So we move on to The Gift by Leland. And I've not seen anything by them before. But I believe this is someone who's been in the community for a while. I just haven't encountered their stuff. Them. So let's see what they got for us. The perennial issue. The AI doesn't understand saucers and teacups. Or tea kettles by the look of it. And now the steam from the tea kettle has been transferred to the present. It's a very sweet little cute video, which is obviously just a little short story thing. I see a lot of last frame, first frame editing. So if you sort of go to here, see there's that small jump there where it's using the last frame to generate the next scene. And then again, there was a small little hop there as it's now doing the next scene where it's the last frame with the open package, now pulling something out of package. It's very nice, very cute. I do wish that the quality was a little better. I think this was generated at 480, but it is still very cute, and I'm sure it's fine on like phone screens and smaller. But I'm just seeing this on such a big screen; it looks very fuzzy to me. But it's still very, very cute, very nice, very nicely done. Go give the original some love. As I move on to the last video of the night. Let me pause. Thank you very much. All right. Stupid little song, an SCU AI-MV collab between Harble and Vesper Blackthorn. I say Harble 99. I know Harble's still here. Is Vesper still here? Let's see how this one goes. Vesper's been really upping a game on the consistency, the art style. This looks similar to her art style she's been using, but doesn't look exactly the same. It looks slightly more fully rendered CG rather than like a 2D CG. You know what I mean? Difference. Seance mode engaged. Okay.
Not done yet. Trying to squeeze every last little drop. I'm not feeling creative today, so I'll just say whatever comes to mind. Not feeling like playing today. What's new? My brain is lagging behind. I wrote this stupid little song. I burned my grilled cheese again. I cannot take the extra voices echo in my head, wanting to be fed. One more day. A day of living means one more closer to death. I'm not feeling inspired today. I fake it until my brain begs me, please. I'm not going to give up now. I'll bring these dark thoughts to their knees. I wrote this stupid little song. I brew my coffee without the mug. I lay face down in my own shame. I spilled red wine on my white rug. I wrote this stupid little song. I'm not dumb, I'm just not wise. My mouth moves faster than my brain. Guess we'll see what new bullshit I devise tomorrow. I wrote it, you'll consume it. No choice but to hear my underling. I sing it, you listen. Doing it again next week, case you're wondering. No one will save you.
All right, overall very solid. I do think it's a bit unfortunate you got the full CG, then going to the 2D CG. but it's not a huge style difference. They still feel the same. They just feel a little bit off. Mostly it's feel about right. It's while it's got quite a fast pace, it's also quite a soft song.
Trying to squeeze every last little drop. I'm not feeling creative
soft
today,
transitions.
so I'll just say whatever comes to mind. Not feeling like playing today. What's new? My brain is lagging behind.
That felt a little bit odd, but it's not a bad cut.
Lagging behind.
Maybe if it was a softer one there, it might have worked, but it's still very solid work actually overall. I think the hardest part is we got like these changed to like this more 3D version of the same art style. That's about the only real visual inconsistency I can say, because this, while it's still slightly more, this actually feels more like the Vespa sort of style compared to say that, which looks more like full CG. Overall, it's very solid though, very solid work. We'll give the original some love. I think the weakest part is the crowd scene, even here and when it's actually fully on the crowd. But it's always a pain when you got huge numbers of people on the screen, even if they're indistinct. You just get this weird scale, because I mean, if you look at the scale of the people in the front of the crowd now, they probably come up to your thigh, maybe, if you were to scale them up over here. But yeah, that's just the way it is. AI always struggles with perspective. And it's always going to struggle with large groups of people in that sort of situation. All right. As usual, I'm going to give you a nice preview. Different editor. That could be interesting. All right. I'm going to give everyone a nice little preview of my Sunday release. This is Dream in Vacuum. This comes out next Sunday. As in Sunday coming up. Let's get this going. And enjoy.
Dogged pages smelled of rocket fuel and rust. Heroes strapping into mechs that shook the dust. Alien skies painted in colors we had never named. First contact under binary suns, no one played the blame. We charted voice where maps just said, here be dragons still. Invention was the oxygen, wonder was the will. Those paper ships could outrun any gravity well. Pilots laughing through the static stories only they could tell. I still love the genre that taught me how to dream in vacuum. Space exploration, mecha thunder, alien eyes that didn't need a lecture. but the adventure's gone quiet now. The horizon's been fenced in, invention and creativity blunted by ideology's thin grin, blunted by the book representation. Every spark reduced to trend. The stars used to call us forward, now they just pretend. I remember hanging from the cockpit straps at 3 a.m. reading about colonies that rose on pure ambition's whim. No checklist for the proper feeling, no approved alien face, just the scream of thrusters and the unknown's open space. We built the future out of scraps and stubborn human fire. Now the same old circuit, armor safer, soft acquire. Those paper ships could outrun any gravity well. Pilots laughing through the static stories only they could tell. I still love the genre that taught me how to dream in vacuum. Space exploration, mega thunder, alien eyes that didn't need a lecture. But the adventure's gone quiet now. The horizon's been fenced in, invention and creativity blunted by ideology's thin grin, blunted by the book representation. Every spark reduced to trend. The stars used to call us forward, now they just pretend. Descended down the edges till the middle lost its song. Turned the cockpit into commentary, made the long night short and wrong. I missed the reckless calculus, the math that dared to fail, the pure electric hunger that no algorithm can scale. And give me back the unapproved horizon, the mech that doesn't need the alien that simply is, and the human heart that still can feel. I still love the genre that taught me how to dream in vacuum. Space exploration, mega thunder, alien eyes that didn't need a lecture. But the adventure's gone quiet now. The horizon's been fenced in, invention, creativity blunted by ideology's thin grin, blunted by the book representation. Every spark reduced to trend. Yet somewhere in the static I can still hear engines start again. Page by page, thrust by thrust, we were never meant to stay this small.
I am muted. All right. As I was saying, that was an early preview of the Dreaming Vacuum. That'll be coming out on Sunday. I managed to be quite nicely ahead. I've actually got 3 songs lined up for the next 3 weeks. So and I'm quite happy with how they turned out. One of them maybe a little bit of adjustment, so I'll be able to use the next 3 weeks to actually work properly on my next proper full song. Next 3 are kind of filler songs. Yeah, so that's it for today. No, I leaned back in the chair and was coughing, so I turned the mic off while I was doing that. Yeah, throat's gone a bit clogged. sticking around on Twitch. Unfortunately, there's not enough of you on Kick at the moment. I'll try and raid you out somewhere. I can't raid on Rumble or YouTube because I haven't got enough followers there. And just, I don't normally call it out. I'm at 488 subscribers on YouTube. That means I'm 12 away from the 500 mark. I'd appreciate if I get there sometime. I know most of you are already following me anyways. It's all good. I'm not expecting anything, but just putting it out there. So I'm going to go to the outro. Tomorrow, I am planning on streaming some more Planet Crafter, building on the terraforming. Then I might play some Power World in the afternoon. Might. Not likely, unfortunately. And then on Monday, there'll be more music reviews. Thank you for being here. Can you hop into the pond? I can hop into the pond, yeah. I'll talk to you all later. Thank you for being here.